guys, welcome to another travel corner video. In this video I'm going to be taking you round the areas of Portsmouth. So we're just in the middle of a 23, make our way into Commercial Road, and it's one of them travels which I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's just something that I haven't quite been able to get around to until today. Just in the middle of 23, we're just about to come out of the Havant ticket zone as well. Now, interestingly enough, the road that we're just about to go down, we're going down the roundabout. Speaking of the roundabout, look at what we've got over there. That means that for those who need to cross the road in between the two parts of the roundabout, they can now do so safely, because there's been a maintenance crew around here and they've been working on that just before I went up to my mum's. But they've now put a pavement around the roundabout, which means you can now cross the road safely, which I find to be a lot better. It's one of those things that we need around the areas of Havant and Portsmouth. Now, the road that we're just about to go down, about 5% is in the Havant area and the rest is in Portsmouth. This part is Manhattan. That's all that's left out of what was 40 acres. Because the best part of it has been developed into houses and flats. We did not care about that, which is nice. We get the breath of a new breath of life in these areas. You've heard Rick, but join me back in a bit and I will take you around the area of Commercial Road. And I've also got some exciting areas, I've got some exciting ideas up my sleeves as well. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back, and welcome to Cascades. We're just making our way down one of the entrances. There's three different entrances to this shopping centre here in Portsmouth, and I just thought I'd take you through this part just to get a feel as to what's going on. I'm just buy one get one half price. That's interesting. Earrings. Just having a look around to see what I can find. Chances are almost likely I'm going to get some sweets as well. Chances are highly likely that I'm going to get some sweets, because that's what I feel like at the moment. And we've got Hilborn's coming up as well. There'll be some other bits that I'll look at doing as well. And I thought that was a radio station there, but there's just some random blokes just walking behind me. But join me back in a bit, because I am going to get some sweets and I will show you each and every single one. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back. And so it's rather unfortunate I didn't find any sweets in Hilborn. I just couldn't find anything that tickled my fancy at this point. So what we're going to do in this case is I'm just going to keep on looking just to see what else I can find. But also I'm just going to go to other areas of Portsmouth as well. So a trip to Southsea will be on the cards, and a trip to the Hard as well, which we're going to look at. So I'll get 21 from there as well. But I just wanted to have a look around here first at some of my usual shops. So I'm going to nip into Toy Town quickly in a bit, and then I'm going to nip into Pound Stretcher. So me and James always does whenever we pass a Pound Stretcher shop. So that reference that Family Guy clip. So again, join me back in a bit, and I'll keep you updated as to what I end up looking at and see what I can find. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back, and I've just found myself taking myself off to spoon. So this is what I've got for the first plate. So I've got some chips, a bit of pizza and some popcorn chicken. So try that. That's nice. That's really nice. Going to another one of these on Saturday, but I just couldn't resist. Chips a bit cold though. Not exactly crunchy either, but that's disappointing. But I'll eat it anyway, just so I can get a feel as to what this is all about. There's a problem with that. Yeah, if you look at this, if the base of a pizza or a calzone is doughy to the touch, I mean, look at that. It's usually assigned as raw. I mean, look, I can just press on that. I mean, the top might be done, but that's raw. That's a shame. It's not even hot. It's not even hot. I mean, looks done on the top, but it's definitely raw on the bottom. Come on. Well, join me back in a bit, and I'll show you what the second plate looks like. And I'm back, and I have to say that as someone who likes to go into all-you-can-eat buffets and just try out different cuisines from all over the world, I have to say I'm bitterly disappointed this time. So when you the bit that you saw earlier was I had they served a raw pizza, and it was also blackberry cheese was bland. So I went up and got a couple more plates, and one of the plates had mushrooms on it, which that was practically the only thing I really enjoyed, because I had macaroni spinach, which that was really bland as well. Could do with a bit of pesto in that. And then after that I had some sweet and sour chicken, which was, not only was it overly sweet, but it was also, chicken was also undercooked. The desserts were the saving grace at this point, but I have to say 2 out of 5 this time, and it's a shame because I normally would enjoy myself in that sort of setting. It definitely comes to show that when you go for the dinner menu, that you've got more options available to you. Then, yeah, it's just disappointing. But I must make my way into Southsea, see what I can find there. Join me back in a bit, and I'll see you there. And I'm back. Yeah, I've changed my mind again. So what we're going to do at this point, if I can, is I'm going to, so I've just got off at the Hard. I'm outside Portsmouth Harbour railway station, just over there. That's, if you look over there, that's the railway station for Portsmouth Harbour. And I thought I'd go on a ferry across to Gosport and see what there is in store there. Have a look around and then be able to hop on a ferry. Although having said that, I am tempted to go on a ferry to the Isle of Wight, which then begs the question, can you actually do 2 ferries in one day? But there is one way to find out. I mean, you might be able to. Yeah, you might be able to. But it's a bit time consuming and you want to be able to have a look around as much as you possibly can. But it's definitely worth looking into, I would say. And it will be something that I will look into for a future Travelling Corner video. But for now, I'm just having a look around the Hard. I'm at the back of the bus stop, back of the bus station, Elmop. There's no bus stop end, so it looks like it's saying Elmop and end, well, there is a bus stop ends that way. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Join me back in a bit as I find myself on the ferry going towards Gosport. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back, and it just so happened that I decided to then hop on a ferry to go across to Gosport. Now, there's a couple of things I want to be able to do while I'm at it, and one of them would be to see if I can pay a surprise visit to my dad, because it's his birthday today, so I just thought I'm just going to quickly nip into a shop, get the card, and then after I've done that, put a bit of money in it as well. After I've done that, I'm going to nip across to my dad's workshop and give him his card. Seems like the practical thing to do. Not only that, but it also gives me the chance to pay my dad a surprise visit. It's his birthday today, so it's not just any birthday, it's his 60th. So I just want to make sure that he has, I just want to make sure that I'm just able to surprise him on a special day. So I'm just making my way across to Gosport. The one thing that you'll notice, and I mentioned it in an earlier video as well, is that the old bus station is now gone, and we've got a brand new one with 6 bays. But the last one had 9. I think it was like 9 or 10, and it was just not all of them had been used. Especially not since the X5 that started at Gosport now start here in Portsmouth. But then, with that being said, it's a rather interesting discovery I find as well, because the bit that when it was running as an X5 between Gosport and Southampton, the bit that now runs between Gosport and Fareham has now been renumbered to 5. Now, I need to get an E1, because I think that will take me to my dad's workshop, and we'll just see what happens after that. But join me back in a bit, and I'll see you in Gosport. And I'm back, and what a journey, what day this is turned to. So this is the sort of thing that you would it's the sort of thing that my dad's not going to expect. So I spoke to him earlier this morning just to wish him a happy birthday, And I said that I'd see him on Saturday. Little does he realise that this moment that I'm making my way over to his workshop just so I can pay him a surprise visit. I haven't told anyone about this. I just thought I'd document this all on video just to make it all a part of the surprise plan. Now, you might not see the surprise bit because I don't know whether or not I'm allowed to record inside his workshop, but I can certainly tell you the reaction that he gave. Oh, what's this? So I might not be able to film inside the workshop, but I can certainly tell you his reaction afterwards. But we'll see what happens. I know what's going to come about. This is the E1 going to Fareham. Well, all the buses that started go to Fareham and terminate there. Let's all go about it in different routes, including the former E5, which is now just a 5, because the E5 that runs to Southampton now starts at Portsmouth. So join me back in a bit after I've spent a bit of time with my dad, and I'll be able to tell you his reaction afterwards. And then after that I'll just grab a ferry back to Portsmouth and then just get a bus. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back, and well, that was a surprise on my dad's part. He was very pleasantly surprised. So we just so I spent about half an hour in his workshop. Had a bit of a coughing fit earlier, so nothing to worry about. I was just coughing my guts out, so I ended up having a couple of drinks, and yeah, I'm all right now. And apart from that, he showed me the box of books that came to him. Sorry about that. I got to see the box of books that was delivered to his workshop. And still, I must say, I'm very pleasantly surprised. There's an ambulance. It's just coming on the side of me. That stuff always happens. But we're going to get the E1 back. I'm going to hop on the E1 back to the town centre, and then I'll just get a ferry back into Portsmouth and just pick up a drink there. And I was given a brownie as well, which I'm going to eat in a bit. But join me back in a bit, and I will take you over on the ferry back to Portsmouth. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back. We're just got off the bus, and I'm just waiting for the next ferry to go across to Portsmouth. I've just missed one. There's been another one due round in about 5 to 10 minutes, because it literally takes about 5 minutes to go across between here and Portsmouth. Whereas if you were to get the bus across, it would take the best part of a couple of hours. I mean, it's always shorter by water, and that's the catchphrase. That's the motto, even, shall I say, of Gosport Ferry. Always shorter. Yeah, there it is. Shorter by water. Couldn't agree with you more there. I think I couldn't agree with them more. I mean, I don't know about you, but I definitely would prefer to do 5 minutes to Gosport on the ferry rather than spend 2 hours on a pair of buses. That's definitely one of those things that it all depends on preference as well. Got to take that into account. But join me in a bit as I take you back on the ferry, making my way back to Portsmouth. Join me back in a bit after this. And I'm back, and I'm in almost exactly the same spot I was as I came on the ferry over here. But if we have a look across, you can see that we're heading over to Portsmouth, and I tell you what, the view from over here is absolutely stunning. One thing I do want to look at, which I will do in a bit, is I'm going to nip into Portsmouth Harbour Station and see how much a ferry would cost from over there to the Isle of Wight, because I do actually fancy a quick trip to Ryde, and then I'll be able to keep everyone updated along those lines. Now it says that you can have a maximum of 140 people on the upper deck. Yeah, I can easily get 140 on here. Well, I say you can easily get 140 people on here, on this part of the deck, but it'll just be a bit of a push. I'm absolutely enjoying today so far. It was just nice. I was able to pay my dad a nice surprise visit, and it's a special birthday, and I thought, well, I've got to do something. Gave him £25 in the end, which he's going to put towards saving for something rather special. And to say everyone, it's something that we've all chipped in towards, and I'm happy that I was able to take part in that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Did say I'll keep everyone updated. I'll do it as a post. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.